Good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day, a joyful adventure. We are in day 346 and week 50, and we are just few days away from the Bhandara, commemorating 25 years of the birth anniversary of our beloved Pujya Shri Babuji Maharaj. And as we move closer to the spiritual milestone, we are not merely preparing for an event, we are preparing to receive the Master more deeply within ourselves. In heartfulness, preparation is not performance, it is presence. It is about tuning the subtle instruments of our being, our attention, our emotion, our intention. Every moment that we spend in the remembrance is polishing the mirror of the heart so that His presence may reflect more purely within us. Let us not just attend Bhandara, let us arrive at the Bhandara, arrive with love, sincerity, and with humility. Daji reminds us that Sahaj-Marg is a path of internalization, not of outward show, but inward growth. These days before the Bhandara are perfect, practicing deeper morning meditation, taking evening cleaning seriously and more sincerely, and strengthening our bedtime connection with prayer and gratitude, and reflecting on the teachings of the beloved masters, not intellectually, but also heartfully. And as we move ahead in the session, let us also remember to share the invitation of heartfulness with those who are near and dear ones within our family, friend circle, or people who we know. We can share the master classes and being heartful everyday sessions with them. Let us now open our hearts to Daji's words once more as we return to the message, special features of Sahaj-Marg. Prayer. The Sahaj-Marg prayer is unique. We pray for all to reach the goal of human life, focusing on our collective spiritual growth. The prayer contains no sense of begging or demanding anything from God, but rather it consists of three statements that relate to our evolutionary journey. As that journey unfolds, the meaning of those statements evolves and deepens. Decades of Sahaj-Marg practice will not exhaust the nuances that are found in this simple prayer. Our understanding of the words reflects the stage we have reached. As our consciousness expands, so does the depth of meaning contained in the prayer. Spiritual Yatra. The Yatra or journey through the spiritual anatomy of the chakras of the heart region, the mind region, and the central region has been mapped in four ways, showing that a journey progresses simultaneously through 13 primary chakras, 23 circles, 7 regions, and 5 koshas. All this can be experienced firsthand by a practitioner. The spiritual journey represents the seeker's individual pralay or dissolution into the original source or center, and the seeker's subsequent union with that primary existential principle. The master activates and supports this journey as we proceed from chakra to chakra. Not only does he purify and awaken each chakra, but he carries us across the intervening spaces between one chakra and the next. These are known as buffers or barzakh. While crossing the space between any two chakras, we undergo some variety of move or experience. At this stage, self effort alone is insufficient to keep us moving as we become entangled in the intricacies and experiences of the place and can remain in limbo indefinitely. But it does not take the master to lead us through all the chakras. Even a second is enough if we are pure and receptive. Meeting of Dayal and Kal Shakti. In the past, yogic spiritual training was done either through the Dayal Shakti method or the Kal Shakti method. But Lalaji and Babuji together developed the practice of Sahaj-Marg, which integrates the two. In Sahaj-Marg, the spiritual yatra follows the Dayal Shakti system, in which the journey starts at the heart chakra and progresses through the chakras of the heart region, mind region, and central region. However, the daily process of cleaning, which involves removing impurities and complexities through the back, involves the spinal points, which are the focus of the Kal Shakti approach. The integration of the Dayal and Kal Shakti methods arose from the original research of Lalaji and Babuji. For example, Babuji writes, a person came to me and complained of his passions. I then began to search for some center on which the will may be exercised so that the passions may become normal. I came to know about one center and touched it by the willpower. Next time when he came, he said that the passions had come to normal. Then said the master, this is the method of Kal Shakti. It will be helpful to explore some of these features in more detail. Not all can be covered here, so we may touch upon others at a later time. Yogic transmission. We often speak of pranabhuti or yogic transmission as the signature of Sahaj-Marg. Transmission is the primary instrument of master's work and the seeker's growth. On March 7, 1946, Rishi Yagnavalkar intercommunicated with Babuji, telling him that transmission was initially discovered by a great Rishi who lived 72 generations before Raja Dashrath, Lord Rama's father. That Rishi is considered to be the first Raj Yogi. Throughout the ages, various levels of transmissions by gurus and saints continued to exist. But Lord Krishna revealed to Babuji that true knowledge of the science was extremely rare. Babuji explained that most gurus and saints do not have the capacity to consciously transmit the grace of God to a seeker. In Sahaj-Marg, the living master is a conscious transmitter who enables and permits every preceptor to be a conscious transmitter as well. The system of training is based on the preceptors doing this work on master's behalf. The capacity to transmit divine grace from the center was rediscovered by Lalaji in the late 19th century when he was still a boy. We will now take a pause here. as it is time for the universal prayer. Our hearts go out to everyone in Pahalgam during this time of sorrow. And as we hold the departed in our prayers, we also send love and strength to their families and all those affected. This evening, during our universal prayer, let us all sit quietly together in the spirit with a simple idea that love may grow in every heart and faith in the divine gently blossom across humanity. And may those who have passed be enveloped in peace, and may comfort reach all those who left behind. In this shared moment of prayer, may we each become a source of peace within and all around us. With this, let us offer the universal prayer. This shared moment of prayer, may we each become a source of peace within and all around us. Thank you, dear sisters and brothers, for joining us for today's evening session. And as we prepare ourselves to rest, let us offer our thoughts, actions, emotions to beloved Master. Let us sleep become a sacred retreat. And in these final nights before the Bhandara, may your preparation deepen into something quiet, loving, and full of divine grace. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow for our 6 a.m. session, continuing this sacred journey together. And until then, stay in remembrance and wishing you all a very good night. And may Master's divine presence hold us gently always.